Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic challenge video. Dare I say that today's challenge, it's actually playable, like what the last 3-4 were very tough. So today it seems like we are back to normal, but maybe it's too early to celebrate because guess what? On Monday we have a Gungan challenge again, which means majority of us will have to settle for a gold crate at best, but then also the following Monday Gungan challenge again. So is this trend now going to continue, that we will have, instead of monthly Gungan challenges, weekly Gungan challenges? I guess we'll have to wait and see. But anyway, for today we are taken to Geonosis, where we have to take down a squad of Imperial troopers led by Aiden, and we do have to use rebels to get max rewards. As always, I'll cover the modifiers and defeats first, and then show you the battle, so there'll be YouTube chapters below if you want to skip through to any particular battle. But otherwise, let's go ahead and start with Geonosis Arena. So there's the global modifier. Nothing broken here, just, you know, whenever a unit uses special ability, they gain some extra stacking health, offense and potency, but you know, it won't really play a huge part, just maybe the battles that take longer you can a little bit ramp up, but nothing too crazy. Now in terms of the rebel modifier, we get the weaker modifier, so we don't get the odds one. However, still this modifier will help us here because guess what? Rebel allies can't be countered. So this is pretty good because especially Aiden, if she's counterattacking on her basic, she can do a lot of damage. So at least we don't have to worry about counterattacks. Now in terms of the enemies, they get the Imperial armor modifier, so not the endless ranks one, but this one as well got revives as well. So they'll each get one revive, whereas endless rank is kind of revive shared across the team. So I guess it's sort of the same thing really. It does some other bits and pieces, but most importantly, obviously, they will have revives. So we'll have to defeat everybody twice before we do that. I think just Aiden in the end, you just need to kill her once. I think she doesn't get a revive. Okay, so in terms of the modifiers, we have to win with a full team of rebel units. We have to bring balance to the force yet again. Win with at least one light side and dark side character surviving, and then as well inflict damage over time 30 times. So let's knock out the rebel battles first, and then we'll do the other two feats. So you have, I mean, rebels, huge faction, you can go any way, but you know, kind of the default, I guess, counter to the Empire teams usually is a Rogue One with Admiral Raddus, and I'm happy to say these guys, they can obviously, depending on your relic levels and stuff, I was just able to full auto this one. So, you know, as long as you got your profanity unlocked, you should have some sort of Rogue One squad. The opening sequence is a bit nasty. I just hit full auto. Obviously, we do have some revives with the gene there. Just make sure if you are autoing that you remove the target so the AI can move the target around. Hit the ultimate already. The good thing about Admiral Raddus is whenever he does his... whenever you have this buff, is Spark or Rebellion, it will prevent revives. That's why two troopers that we defeat with the ultimate did not come back. So definitely Rogue One, led by Admiral Raddus. In most cases, I think you can just full auto it. You know, if you manually play it, you can as well. Now, if you don't have a Rogue One team built up, I guess another option, I guess the more, common team when it comes to rebels would be Luke, but I'm pretty sure other rebels can get it done as well. If you've got, I don't know, maybe Saul, I don't know, can Saul get it done? Let me know in the comments below. Pretty sure Leia can get it done, Phoenix maybe, plenty of options, but I guess Silas is kind of, you know, the default rebel team because it's probably, you know, what most people will have. This one is a little bit of manual playing, so you want to start first by stunning Aiden. And then it's all about getting the stuns, removing turn meter. So it's kind of all about control here. So you just have to keep these guys under control. There we go. Let's get a stun on Aiden. Perfect. Let's go ahead and, you know, just kind of spread the damage a little bit. Start working down these troopers because you remember we do have to get through them a couple of times. There we go. I'm going to do an AoE, finishing short trooper and death trooper. So, you know, and there as well, snow trooper. Nearly got magma trooper down, so pretty much exhausted all their revives at this point. Just magma troopers got one. All these AoEs are good for us because we are counter attacking and then feeding turn meter whenever they're resisting debuffs or when we are landing debuffs with Luke there. So there we go, Death Trooper, he's gone, he's done for. Again, just trying to a little bit spread the damage, align it up. I think let's go ahead and exhaust the revive from Magnet Trooper as well. Let's go ahead and land blind on everybody. Oh man, I didn't resist it even with tenacity down. Okay, a bit of a complication here, but hopefully we can work with it. There we go. Aiden comes down, but she'll keep reviving as long as she's got allies. I'll just keep going after Magma Trooper there. Let's land tenacity down on Aiden so we can land debuffs on her. And I will just start working on Magma Trooper, try to get him down. Let's go ahead, strip all the turn meter from Aiden. So you can see, Silas, as long as, you know, you keep these guys under control, stunning them, removing their buffs, putting blind on them, pushing back their turn meter, but you just have to a little bit manage a little bit better. Whereas if you do have Admiral Raddus, it's autoplay for the most part, as you've seen in my case. So, you know, hopefully that'll be good. Now, they did get Readapter die, but we got our Dispel there with Chewbacca, so we can get rid of that. An AoE should finish off their Magma Trooper, so I'm just going to target Aiden. So we'll just get her down. Let's see what she can do. Gotta stand on Luke. Okay, she's getting clever now. Ah, there you go. Counterattacks. Finish her off. So that's for the Rebels. Again, many ways to get it done. I just kind of use the most common teams, the most common Rebel teams, I guess, out there. So hopefully that'll help you out. And then finally, we have to bring balance to the Force and then get damage over times as well. Going with Traya lead, because obviously then whenever these guys counterattack, which they do, because only they were not counterattacking because of the Rebel modifier here, they will be counterattacking. Whenever they attack out of turn, they're slowly killing themselves with Traya's lead, and then also whenever we deal damage to a debuffed enemy, Sith will recover health. So this will allow Traya, Malak, and Vader to keep recovering health and obviously keep going. You need some sort of pre-taunt, because otherwise they can just, with the opening sequence, maybe finish off Vader or Traya. So just to eliminate that RNG, bring some sort of pre-taunt, and then bringing in a light side unit of your choice. I decided with Hermit Yoda because he's in stealth, so, you know, it's a good chance he'll survive. They can't really target him. So there you go, the opening sequence goes on to your pre-taunt, whoever that is. If you got Sith Empire Trooper, you know, he's a Sith, so he's a good option as well. I'm gonna put here Master's Training on Kylo, just to dispel the ability block for him. And yeah, we'll just keep going here. And this is where we can now a little bit take advantage of their counterattacks. So as long as Malak is taunting, whenever they counterattack, boom, they crit him, they fear themselves. So that's how we can manage, especially Aiden and Death Trooper. Keep hitting them so they counterattack when they're not feared, and then they get feared, they miss a turn. So that's the overall strategy here. And, you know, Malak, you know, it looks like he's been in trouble, but again, because of Traya's lead, whenever we deal damage, as you can see here, when I'll do Force Crush, basically Malak will be back to almost full health. So that's how you can keep your Malak looking good and alive. And yeah, there you go, just keep kind of spreading the damage. I used stun on with Kylo on Aiden just to keep her under control as well. Let's go ahead and do another Force Crush, let those damage over time stack up. Then we can heal up a little bit with Hermit Yoda. And you know what I'm gonna do? I will not use a Drain, I'll just use a basic on Death Trooper. So again, he counterattacks and fears himself. So that's really the name of the game here. Just kind of working your ways. There we go, finally got Traya a chance to isolate Aiden. And now basically Aiden isolated, she's out of the game, she can't call other guys to assist, she can't attack out of turn, she can't spread We Adapt or Die buff on her allies. She's essentially a non-factor there. So you can just slowly work down her friends, you know, get your dose damage over times out there, get all the revives out. So I'm just speeding up the footage here because, you know, this battle will take a minute. We lost Kylo, but it's okay, it doesn't matter. Deathmark won't do anything to Malak, so nothing to worry about here. We'll just kind of keep going. Let's go ahead, dispel there the taunt on Short Trooper. Basics over here, just trying to work on Magma. Let's go ahead, heal up a little bit with Hermit Yoda again. Sure, let's go ahead, put a basic again. Don't need to use the Drain because you heal up from Traya's lead anyway. So just kind of use basics there with Malak as well on these guys so they counterattack and fear themselves. There we go. Eventually, Vader, he did use already quite a few times special abilities, so that Geonosis Arena finally kicking in. He's stacking a lot of those buffs already, so he started doing some more damage. But yeah. And then Aiden dies from damage over times, and that is it, guys. So we inflicted damage over time more than 30 times. We brought balance to the Force, and this now allowed us to get a max crate unlocked relatively easily and stress and pain free, unlike the past few challenges. So definitely a bit of, I guess, return to normal, but only for today. Monday we got Gungans. The following Friday I think is again something tricky. I think it's like Separatists versus Resistance on Ilum, and we all know what Ilum modifier does. And then we got another Gungan challenge the following Monday, so the next 3 will again be very painful. So let's enjoy this one while we can. Hopefully find this video useful and helpful. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server. But until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.